Geez, the old eyes look bloodshot, Lukey. Got Lukey behind the camera here. How long were you out for? 4 in the morning.
3:30, I think. 3:34. How old are you, Lukey? Oh, kiddies.
Old enough to know better. That's the
No, like you're still at that age where you can kick.
I don't
you
know,
can kick
man.
easy at 30. Yeah, I reckon I hit the wall 33
Yeah, me now.
when I met Normie. When me and Normie lived together, that's when I hit the wall. He did a number on me.
Lukey's little mate, the Oracle last week, no good?
Yeah, the Oracle. Are we straight in the show? Are we? Is this the show?
Nah.
Oh,
What? Is this the show?
I know, it's rolling. If we're ready to go, yeah. The Oracle last week. No good straight away. Don't bet on the Tigers games, man. Stay away from the fucking Tigers games. That's my number one rule, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, all right. YKTR Sports Nation, welcome back to PB&J, the number one betting show underneath the platform in the world. We went on a purple patch last week. The boys won some money.
You had a day out.
As always, we are brought to you in the Body Science Content Studio. The boys have just dropped some new moves, new dessert. So all you got to do is put the powder in, mix it up with a bit of water, throw it in the fridge, and you're good to go. So tasted that last night. It is elite. I've got a sweet too. So shout out to Body Science, BSC, the boys up there for looking after us. As always, before we get into the show is for entertainment purposes only. Make sure you gamble responsibly. Although we are betting with real money, we do not encourage you to follow us. Or maybe we start... No.
Well, exactly. So you've got to have the little disclaimer, but there are things, especially at this early, this is a point that I want to get to. At this point of the week, on Thursdays, it's very hard to get a read. So do you want to talk about how I had a good week?
All right. So Scope's been closet betting. And what that means is he's been hiding his bets from the public, from you guys, from me. He rocks up on Sunday, goes in the group chat and goes, geez, I've had a weekend out. And
did I give you some jam?
Yeah, you gave me some jam.
Okay. All right. So
you gave me one tip.
Here's my thought process, right? So for the YKTR Sports Show, I've been writing down notes as we go for the first 3 rounds.
And you've been hiding tips?
I haven't been punting up until... What's the magical round, baby?
Round 5.
Round 4.
Round
4, you get a read on it. So I've been writing tips and I'm like, fuck, I'm seeing the games really well at the moment. So I thought I might devil into a few personal bets. What's the number? The second rule, stay away from Tigers games. Thursday night was a no bet for me. I stayed away from it. I ended up having a live bet straight away to kickstart me on Friday. I thought the Sharks started really well. I could feel momentum. Got on them on a live bet at the -8.5. Was feeling myself. Then this is where I sort of like to attack games now with the coaching decision. So I seen that James Fisher Harris and Liam Martin were in.
Huge.
Had a lick on the Panthers based off that. Saturday I was at the wedding, but I seen that SJ was put into the Warriors team. I thought that was a big in.
Huge.
Even though I was chasing the gorilla with my Broncos bet for my own personal account, I ended up going Warriors at the money line. And then because I was on a bit of a heat, I started feeling myself, got in the group chat. I said, boys, NRL W's on this weekend. Amber Hoare got on her last week at 4s. She saluted again at 340. I had Emma Tonegata, who's I think the leading try scorer for the Dragons and in the NRL W. She got up at 240. And then I rolled that into the Parramatta Eels once I seen that they dropped Sloaney and Amone. So these are all things based on coaches' decisions. So this week, I'm going to give you a little bit of my thought process, and then there'll be some more. It'll be like I've got a couple where it's depending on the final lineup. So it'll give you a bit of an indication whether I'll be betting on that game, depending on what presents itself as the weekend goes on.
That's all good and well. I'm just hearing you that you're hiding tips from the boys.
Well,
from the community, from the YKTR Sports Nation.
You saluted for the community, so everyone's happy, yeah?
Yeah, true. I got up as well. I had a few personal bets as well, rolling on the weekend, got blind, a little bit confident, but a bit of courage, and got up I think I got about 2K over the whole weekend as well.
Lovely.
Plus our kitty come through as well. So my first proper bet come through, 2 lines on the Friday. It's all in the name. Nothing to do with extracurricular activities as well.
Yeah, we're chasing 2 lines. We're chasing the money line. We're chasing the lines for the games, whether it's handicap against whatever name that they put on in betting terms. We're chasing the lines on Friday.
Pineapple Express, obviously last week. No one has got one right yet. Chris Hemsworth, he's a great friend of YKTR Sports, part of the Doozy Club. Wasn't too far off. He's a good punter. He
is a good punter. He's part of the OGs. He had, I believe he had the under 38.5. He just got that by half a point in the Panthers Rabbitohs game. But he failed on the Bird Gang. He thought it was going to be a close game against the Raiders, but the Bird Gang pumped him, baby.
Or DCE come out and put on a clicking clinic and re-signed for the next couple of years as well. We'll hit him up for a beer, and he doesn't want to shout one still. Still the tightest man in rugby league.
He reckons unders.
Under $1 million? Maybe. So he's on 975 apparently.
Yeah, it's under the 1.5 that he's been on for the last 10 years anyway. So.
All right, guys, you guys know how the show works. NRL rounds plus lines. Kitty bet 250. The winner rolls through, which was me. Pineapple Express. That's a chance for you guys to bet on. And one of you D-Gens hopefully can get us some money. We want to do something with that money, potentially give some of that back or throw a party at the end of the year. So start putting in some pretty good tips, I reckon.
You know what I reckon as well? Just to let people know, obviously, that we put the bet on, because people like Hemsworth was asking me in the group chat, we'll put it on the page or we'll put it on the stories.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, we obviously missed the Thursday night games because this comes out a little bit later. But remember, people have been putting bets in for the Thursday night. That's not going to get you in.
No Thursday night bets.
Don't put Thursday night games in, because we're giving everyone the opportunity to like the comments, and I'll post it on Friday and we'll chuck it on either the story or a post on YKTR Sports. So look out for that.
Personal bets and race to a gorilla, which is a little bit harder than you actually think it is. So I'm up, obviously, just for the first time. I'm up to $20. Goes back to $10. Should be a little bit of fun and competition there. All right, Newcastle Knights -1.5 go up against the Tommy Turbo Liz Manly Seagulls. Where we at?
You could see I was torn yesterday on the YKTR Sports
No,
show.
you
But
weren't.
one thing I am pretty confident about with all this weather, it should be pissing down in Newcastle like it is in Sydney. I think this is going to be a really close game. I can see maybe a field goal winning this. So I've gone the either team. You know how I love the under 12.5?
Yep.
I've gone even lower. I've gone either team under 6 points. So I'm thinking a try will win this game. With the conditions, it'll be very tight. I can't see a team kicking away. So I'm looking for a DCE field goal to win it. Best case scenario for my bet.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. So New Zealand Warriors -1 going up against the North Queensland Cowboys. Very tricky game. We're going to have obviously our two lines on the Friday based on this, but where you at?
All right, so this is like I spoke about before. I've written down I like the Cowboys at the moment, but this will be a live bet for me. I'm going to wait and see how this game starts to play out. I want to see what the energy is like for the first 10 to 15 minutes. But if I'm feeling the Cowboys after about 10 or 15, I might smack a little live bet on them. Just I want to get a flow for this game.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Scotty Drinkwater back in the number one, like we said on the sports show yesterday. I think he really adds to it. Me personally, I'll be following the Warriors. Right, Broncos +14.5. I feel like they're struggling at the moment. I think Payne Haas is out, suspended. I'm not too sure. Someone will be able to correct me on that. Going up against my boys, the Chooks, the Sydney Roosters, in form right now. Back to form, sorry. Joey Manu's out there on the right doing his thing. -14.5. Can the Roosters cover that line?
I don't think so. I like the Broncos 14.5. Obviously, if Payne Haas is ruled out, I don't like it at all. I'll stay away from the game. But I think these teams are a little bit closer on form lines than this line indicates. Obviously, everyone's starting to get a bit carried away, like you were with the Roosters pumping the Cowboys. But I'm going to take I think 14.5 is too much for a better Broncos team than potentially they looked against the Warriors. I think they have a bit of a bounce back in this one after two poor performances.
I'm looking up there, Brisbane. I think the Roosters get excited about there. They've been up there for the whole week. 40% chance of rain, which we'll be copying 100% chance of rain down here.
Yep, so it might free up a bit.
Hopefully it frees up a bit. And I'm saying about 24 degrees up there as well. So starting to report on the weather here as well. Looking forward to that. But I will be throwing some money on the Roosters. Saturday, Canberra Raiders +13.5 going up against the red hot Melbourne Storm -13.5. Where you at?
As you know, if you've been watching any of these shows, I think the Raiders have a suspect right edge defensively. So I'm going to be attacking two guys that I really love. Justin Olam hasn't crossed for many this year, if at all. I'm not too sure.
Bit of anytime jam.
Bit of anytime jam. Tell you, but one of the bets of the week for me is Nick Meaney. He's paying $2. He's on the left wing. I think he crosses, and he maybe crossed the double. So I'll be attacking the Storm left edge.
I like that. Gold Coast Titans +7.5. Parramatta only -7.5. I'll be looking at this game as a personal. Where you at?
Yeah, I'm a little bit torn on this game as well. I'm a little bit all over the shop, but I think, again, based back we're the weather. We're Tim Bailey this week with the weather, but I'm looking at the overs in this game. It was a bit of a score fest last time they played. The over 38.5, I think they had that in the first half last time they played, even though there weren't many points in the second half. But if the weather is good, again, this is a game I'll be looking for just before it kicks off. But if the overs is at 38.5 and the weather's pretty good, I'll be smashing that.
Yeah, we sort of touched on the show yesterday that Gold Coast. We see the Gold Coast Tigers as kind of like a boy in the water. Like, depends what level the team is where they sort of rise to. Parramatta are probably guilty of the other side of that as well. Like, they can sort of lower their performances as well. That's probably something they're trying to break out of. But personally, I'll be having a look at this game. Probably might have my very first live bet on this one.
Yep.
Follow you, Skipper Scope. So, yeah, really looking forward to that game. Obviously, the weather's fucking shit house down here at the moment, but it is what it is. South Sydney Rabbitohs -10.5 going up against the St. George Illawarra Dragons +10.5.
Yeah, plus 10.5. I think I like the Rabbits again in this one. This is the same again. Sorry, I'm not giving you fucking the proper information, but I'm going to wait for the lineups because as it stands right now, Moses Mbai is still fullback. If the team stay as per, then I might be having a little bit on the Rabbitohs because I think they're in for another big performance based off their form. I think they're improving and Dragons maybe on the decline.
Tough to get a read on both these teams at the moment.
Yeah, they are a
it?
tough read.
Yeah, I'll be staying right away from this.
This will be probably a bet where if I've had a good weekend leading into it, then I'll be feeling myself and might have a bet. But if it's a bit slow, I might save it for
treat yourself.
Bit of NRLW. I'll wait till Sunday. That's where I do my best work.
Cronulla Sharks minus 16.5 going up against the West Tigers. I'll be taking this line every day of the week right now, depending on weather. Where you at?
Yeah, I'm going, obviously, the Sharks. I'm going through the fucking guts of the Tigers. I think teams have been trapped into trying to go around their Tigers. I think you can come straight through the middle of them. So I'm going to be going a few of the middles, just a bit of anytime jam. Nothing crazy on those bets, just a little couple of sneaky ones to follow as the game goes on.
I reckon
Aiden Tolman crossed last week. I'm going to go Dale Finucane this week.
No.
I think Dale can cross for a meaty.
I like these games because, like, obviously, if you're up a bit of cash as well, one, you can either use a big chunk of cash to get a little bit of a guarantee or a sure thing or whatever you think is going to go over, or start low and just do a triathlon.
Yeah, I'm going a couple of low ones. Maybe Braden Hamlin, Ueli, Dale Finucane. They're like $5.50, $6 anytime. I think one of those boys can cross.
Yeah, throw a cheeky hunch on that. You're up fucking $1,000, so that's good. All right, last game of the round. It's going to be an entertaining one. Penrith Panthers going up against Canterbury Bulldogs. Simi's going to be at the ground, so this line should alter a little bit depending on what type of energy he's bringing. Bulldogs plus 19.5, biggest line of the round.
This is my bet of the week, and I can't find a marker for it right now, but I've written it down. Simi to leave at halftime, paying $1.01. That is my bet of the week. I think the Panthers are going to do a number on the Bulldogs. Simi is going to lose all his motivation. He's going to hand in his resignation as the Bulldogs MC, and that's paying $1.01. I think that's jam. I might even have a couple 100,000 on that from Cherry.
I'm going into Penrith Panthers, and I'm just going to load up on try scorers on edges and try and get a Nathan Cleary late. Yep. I feel like Nathan Cleary is a really good last try scorer option. He loves that little dummy and run.
Yeah, he does his best work late for sure.
100%. He must have a bit of money on it. I wish. Earn You is a fun way to be combined in the world of cryptocurrency plus gambling. Pick your tips for the weekend by joining the round and have a chance to win with real money. And the best part is you don't actually lose your money. I'll put my tips in already for the weekend. I've kind of followed these lines as well, so it's pretty good. We've attached a link down below where you guys can sign up. The first 200 people that sign up using the code 100YKTR get 100 points to bet with.
Keep it 100,
free.
baby.
All right, links down below, 100 YKTR, 100 YKTR, and you guys get some money to bet with, and you can actually win some money / cryptocurrency. Same. NRLW, we've only got the lines. We don't really have all the markets lined up, do we?
Yeah,
Dragons.
we don't have the try scorers at the moment, but like I said, Emma Tonegado, she's a good bet to score most games that she plays, and she was paying $2.40 last week, so if she's thereabouts at that price, I'll be having a little bit on her for sure.
Roll her into a multi. We've got the lines here, Dragons minus 3.5, Roosters plus 3.5.
Yeah, I like the minus 3.5 as well.
Dragons?
I dare say, if everything stays, if I get the right price for Emma Tonegado into Dragons minus 3.5, I'll be having that.
Shout out to Sowie too, getting his team through. I think he's just been appointed to New South Wales Gills assistant coach, so he's in the squad as well. So very good. Heard a pretty good story about him, but I'll tell that off air.
Yep.
Pineapple Express, guys, this is your chance to have a bet down below, and we're going to whack a pineapple or $50 on for you. Make sure it doesn't include Thursday night's game. Obviously, it's a popularity contest as well.
Got to get those likes, baby. Got to get those ticks.
Get it in early.
I think Thor got about 25 of the best last week, so he was clear cut, maybe 15 in front of everyone else.
Does he get another one this week if he gets the likes?
Oh, yeah. If he gets the likes.
It's a popularity contest,
it's based on who likes the jam.
All right, Chase the Gorilla. I'm currently up to $20. My first win of the year. Obviously down on confidence. I'm back. I'm riding high. I'm trying to bring myself back to level. You're back to zero where you should be. Where you at?
We're going against each other in this one. This is why I love it. I'm going the Broncos plus 14.5.
Yeah, and obviously I'm going Roosters. So I'm either going up to 40 or he's going up to 20 and go back down to $0 as well. Really enjoying this game. It's just lighthearted. It's fun. Don't have too much money on it just yet, but it's going to be interesting. So last one. Obviously you've been hiding your tips and you didn't say anything on the show last week. Are you having a personal bet?
Yeah, I will have. The one that I'm probably most confident on is Nick Meaney to cross. So
Is he definitely on the left side?
Yeah,
Are you
he plays
sure?
left side, yeah. Xavier
and then
Coates
has gone back over.
Yeah, over Remus Smith. But again, you got to wait for the lineups with those sorts of teams because there are rotations and lineups that change. But if all stays the same, I'll be probably having a little bit on Meany. What's another bet that I really love? Nothing. Oh, and the Broncos plus 14.5. Probably I'll have a bet on that as well.
I think you sort of nailed the head where the cream always sort of rises to the top, and like you said, you don't really know whether teams are good or not. I think the cream is starting to rise. So I've gone Roosters, Melbourne, Eels, all on the line with $250, and that's going to give me $2K. You reckon about there? I haven't actually put it on, so I don't know the exact number, but I think $2K is the number.
We'll fill it out and then chuck it into the comments as we go.
Minus Roosters, Melbourne, Eels, and I'm kind of looking over to the right side towards Joey Money. I think he's got the hot hand right now. So whoever his winger is, I think he likes to flick. I think he'd rather set one up than score one. Joey Manu.
Yeah, and
he can still jump over someone. It's either going to be Kevin Aguama.
Yeah, Kevin Aguama's on the right edge from his...
And I like Luke Keary down here as well because he gets all the prime time ball. So I'm looking at the Roosters. They're on the Friday night. Be down at the beachy watching it. Guys, thanks for tuning in. YKTR Sports Nation. Appreciate you as always. Lukey's about to fall asleep and he's still got 8 hours of work to do. So...
Look out for all our bet slips, I reckon, on Friday with the Pineapple Express and your name in it. So, if you've got it, if you chuck in the comments your Instagram name, so we can maybe take your Instagram name in it as well, eh?
Cool. I like it. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.